Hi, this is Gilles, Radio Prepper. Again, I wasn't planning on doing this, just a last minute thing. Can you guys hear me? Please post a comment. So I got my Minion SDR back, as you can see right here. Finally, so after splashing it with salt water on my boat. Oh, here's the sound coming. Hi, this is Gilles, Radio Prepper. Okay, I'm gonna cut the sound on my computer. Again, I wasn't planning on doing this, just a last minute thing. Can you guys hear me? Please post a comment. Okay, so you're gonna hear twice the same thing, but oh, the chat is working. Okay, great, excellent. Sound is good. Okay, very good. Thank you. So like I said, I wasn't planning on doing this, but you know, why not? I'm testing the Minion, so I'm home. I have internet, fiber optic. Why not do a live stream, right? So it's what time is it now? It's about 6:35 p.m. here in France. It's getting quite hot here. Actually, I have a fan pointed right at me, and I don't have AC, and it's getting quite warm. But that's all good. Okay, so I have my magnetic loop antenna plugged in, and I can tune from about 7130 to 7170 maybe. After that, the SWR gets too high, but you know, magnetic loop antennas are very narrow banded, but they're allowed to have very efficient antenna in a small package. Well, actually, it's a 5 meter perimeter antenna, so it's not that small a package. It's probably 1.5 meters diameter, something like that. Sounds great. Okay, excellent. DJ5SC. Hey, yeah, cool. Great. That would be awesome. Hopefully it's not gonna bother you too much, but apparently not. So I just yeah, South Germany. It's a good distance for me here from the south of France. Actually, I make quite a few contacts with Germany. It's fairly common. Good distance, especially on 40 meters. So let's see. Yep, the chat is working. 16 people. You know, it's the middle of the day in the US, so I guess that would be for people who are at home. All right, let's search a bit. Put the volume up on the Minion. I hope it's not too. You tell me if it's too loud, guys and girls, maybe. One, 3, 7. Can't seem to tune that one. There we go. F4 CJH, bonsoir. Qui d'autre? Who else is here? Oh, that's a lot of people are showing up. Well, 18 so far, that's pretty good. John, you got your transformer. Excellent. Yeah, I started shipping them. I can't ship them this tomorrow, unfortunately, because I'm broke. So I have to wait that I get paid. I was gonna ship the US ones, but the post office wanted 28 euros for a package that's less than 50 grams, 49 grams, and I thought that was highly excessive. So I didn't ship them last weekend because yeah, it was just too much. No way. I'm not gonna make people pay 28 euros. That's like $30 to $33. for something they bought for 36 and that weighs nothing, you know. But that's France for you. 140, 141. It's quiet on 40 meters. There isn't much going on. I was hoping for more activity. And the magnetic loop is a good antenna, so. Les RA sont-ils mobilisables en cas de catastrophe? Pas vraiment. L'adresse sec, oui. GM0VUY. Scotland. Excellent. What receiver is this? It's not a receiver. Haha, it's a transceiver. It does transmit as well. It's a Minion SDR. Just yeah, check out the title of the video. And I just got it back after being repaired in Ukraine by its QRP Verb makes this. I'm going to write it down here in the chat. QRP Verb Minion SDR. So it's a good radio. It's not without fault, just like the Xiegu G1M, just like any of those, you know, tiny radios that seem to be able to do everything. This little tiny gizmo here, and you see how big it is, has 10 bands, everything from 10 meters to 160 meters. It's nuts. It's totally nuts. I mean, look at it. So, but it's quite sensitive to RF currents. Fortunately, it seems to be working well on the magnetic loop antenna. Whoa. It was repaired, so it was repaired after saltwater damage. But the buttons are still, sometimes the buttons are not, you know, I have to press like 3 or 4 times so they work. I'll probably have to replace them anyways. You know what? This Macintosh camera is not very good, I have to say. Brand new, well, it's a recent laptop, but the camera is just so bad, you know, and those are so expensive. Alright, so I'm searching again. 7169170. Okay, I can't really go higher than that. The magnetic loop, I'd have to go outside and retune it, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to browse around what I have here. And of course you have the light coming from the background here, so that's a problem. Sun is going down here. It's about, yeah, 6:40 p.m. And I have to say, not much going on 40 meters. I should have my key ready just in case. I wonder if I have it. Yeah, it's here. You know, I have radio stuff everywhere in this apartment, and there isn't any place except the bathroom where I cannot reach with my hand and touch a radio item. Okay, so yeah, gotta put the key, Kent key. There it is. You can't see because of this light. Anyway. Okay. Oh, I have an antenna connector problem. This cable is gonna go. It's gonna have to go. When I move it, I lose the. Yep, when I touch the, see when I touch the cable here in the back? Lose reception, so cable's dead. I still use it, but not for long. I was thinking of maybe using it to make a collinear antenna. Alright, so let's tune again. Search around. Ah. There's someone here. Let's see the comments. Magnetic loop, Bora, yes, absolutely. Copper tubing. That's German. So hey, good connection to good propagation to Germany. Le Nord, eh oui, le Nord, oui, je viens du Nord, moi. Yeah, I'm from the north of France. Comines. Close to Armentières, près d'Armentières, donc. Ah, but I'm not down there. Je ne suis pas là. Je ne suis pas dans le Nord, là. Je suis à Antibes. I don't know why people think I'm still up north. I left at the end of 2018. I got back there from Florida in January 2016, and I left at the end of in December 2018. So 3 years in the north of France. That was enough for me. It's too cold. Oh, that's a woman there. Well, oh, ham radio 2.0. Well, I have a few videos testing it actually. I really like it. It's a good radio. It's not great for CW Morse code because it's relay keying and it's very sensitive to RF currents. So as soon as you have a little bit of RF current coming back on the coax shield, it messes up the keyer and it's unusable. It's not quite usable with hand-fed antennas because again because of the RF current problem, and even with a choke, well, my choke isn't very good, but I need to make a better one, but it's not that great because it's very, very sensitive to RF current, so you need a very good choke if you want to use all kinds of antennas. But recently I've been testing it on an off-center fed dipole, and the QRP guys tri-band antenna, and it worked quite well. In SSB though, I haven't really used it like that in CW, but I'm going to try to send a little bit of CW later here just to confirm if the keyer is working on the magnetic loop or not. But the magnetic loop seems to be quite good and doesn't return any RF current on the coax shield, or very little anyway. Ah, un Lillois, Moïse, oui. En Bretagne, c'est pas mieux, hein. Moi, je suis à Antibes, c'est mieux quand même. Ouais, c'est... Je plaisante. Alright, a little bit of French, that's great. « 14 FRS 4294. Bonsoir, excellent. QRG, okay, let me see, hold on. I'm gonna find a empty space. Well, 7150 seems free right now. So far, 7150, way up. I'm gonna post that, so Ah, down, and it's just when I say that, someone comes on. What else? Okay, I need to stay within my parameters. $7147 maybe. No. Nope. Down. 142. No. 7143. I'm right next to it. Let's try that. And I was complaining that there wasn't anybody, but I'm having a hard time to find an available frequency. So Moise, yeah. Your head isn't always dry in the north of France, I know that. La ville de Houille, ok. Super. Oh, Horst tried. Down. I'm going to try calling. CQ. This is Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Over. We'll see. Don't hear anything right now. Anybody? CQ. This is Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Over. You know, this camera here is the focus is really not great. It's not even moving. Oh yeah, it is moving. Try to put it a little bit further away, that might improve focus. Yep. CQ. This is Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Over. You know what? It didn't improve. Yeah, no focus improvement. I need a better camera. Better send me coffees down there. I need a better webcam for live streams. 1080p, something like that. Anyway. 2E0REE, Tim, good evening. A little early. Yeah, it's a little early, but yeah, you know, I'm pretty tired. It's the end of the week. I didn't want to be up late, and I thought if I wait a little longer, you know, I'll just fall asleep, and I won't have the energy to do a live stream or test my radio. So, and I'm really hoping for actually, where's my phone? I'm really hoping to. I'm making a video about getting my Minion SDR back. And of course, so I wanted to make a video using the magnetic loop, so I better find my phone so I can film. No idea where I put it. Hold on a sec, I'll be right back. Okay, so I got it. Okay, so 7143. someone right next to me, but I guess that doesn't matter too much. I'm going to call again. CQ, 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 CQ. This is Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Over. I guess you got a little view of my apartment. Sorry about that. It's quite small. It's 23 square meters, maybe 250 square feet. Ah. Oui, très bien. Bonsoir. Comment ça va de F4WBY? Indicatif encore une fois, merci. HB9 India Juliet, j'ai pas reçu le dernier. Oh, maybe he doesn't hear me. HB9 de F4 Whiskey Bravo Yankee. Ah, maybe not. Ah, no. Ah, that's very close to my where I used to live in the north. India Juliet Charlie. Oui, merci beaucoup Jacques, merci beaucoup. Hein, ouais, désolé, hein, là, si vous ne m'entendez pas, c'est vraiment dommage. Mais en tout cas, ici à fond, hein, très bon signal. Hein. À vous. Il y a un délai en plus. Yeah, there's a delay with YouTube. 7143. Ah. Station calling, Foxtrot 4 Whiskey Bravo Yankee. I can hear you, not very loud, pretty weak, but I can hear you. Call sign again, please. Go ahead.
Alors, salutations ainsi qu'à tous vos followers, et j'espère avoir l'occasion de vous rencontrer une fois parce que je vais souvent en vacances à Valoris, tout près de chez vous. Alors
yeah.
À bientôt ici à HB9.
À bientôt, merci beaucoup et à une prochaine fois on prendra le café dans les environs de F4 Whiskey Bravo Yankee. That was cool, he didn't hear me, but this cool nevertheless. And I heard another station, so the other station, try again because I heard you. I'm surprised Jacques, yeah, didn't hear me. That's because he was really, I think he was S9 here, 5.9 for sure. And his signal was really big, so yeah, that's, but you know, I'm not pushing a lot of watts here, maybe 6, I don't know. And my antenna on 40 meters is not that efficient, maybe like 45%, so I'm probably pushing less than 3 watts radiated here. So on 40 meters, I did make a contact on 40 meters with this setup, and it does work. I know that, but I just have to find the right station that can hear me. I can hear you both very quiet on my mag loop. Oh, Steve, yeah, cool. So you can hear me. Excellent. I'm not surprised it's very quiet, though. Less than 3 watts radiated, I'm sure. It's probably around 3 watts here. All right, let's, well, I'm gonna, if anybody wants to try again, 7143. Okay, 714, I'm gonna post it again, since it's scrolling. Quelle bande de fréquence ce poste couvre-t-il? Tout entre 160 mètres et 10 mètres. 10 bandes, entre 160 et 10 mètres. And I really want to try 160 meters sometime. I don't have enough wire right now to make an antenna that long. The antenna would have to be 80 meters long. And that's 260, 270 feet, something like that. I think 280 maybe. That's a lot of wire. And you need strong wire because, of course, you know, even if you make a dipole, you need twice 40 meters. I'm probably going to make an inverted V. Why do I want to use 160? Well, it's not really that I want to use 160. It's that I actually tried 80. I thought quite some time ago that 80 meters was going to be a problem because of antenna length, you know, for portable operations. It turns out that it wasn't at all. That you know, I could easily string horizontally, you know, 40 meters of wire. It was not a problem. So I'm thinking, if I was wrong about 80 meters, could I be wrong about 160? Of course, the thing is, I don't think for prepping it would be a good choice because there aren't that many people on 160 meters. But you know, just for testing, curiosity, you know, just to see if it works. But so far, I didn't have any radio that could go on 160 meters, except this Minion SDR here can do it. So just need to buy the wire. The RF noob. Salut. It's a good name. What are you doing on dry land this time of year? I know. I haven't been out yet because, well, all the restrictions we had. But now it's no, I can actually. I might take my boat out this weekend. Actually, at least go check the engine and charge the batteries. Have speed ring. Yeah, that's a good verb. Yeah, it's quite an awesome boat, and I will go. And next vacation, I'm gonna do a boat trip, so I'll probably go for about like 10 days, probably the Italian coast, or maybe I'll try direct to Corsica. Although I don't have life raft, but you know, I didn't have one bringing it back from Spain, so, and I was in a storm the whole way back. Wasn't my best choice, my best decision, but at least I need a dinghy. Okay, so 7143, not been very successful with SSB on my mag loop on 40. How big is your mag loop, Steve? The perimeter in metric. Sandbagging 101, yeah, for the Minion, yeah, definitely. That's what I need around the boat cockpit, sandbags. Or a Ziploc bag, something. Maybe mount that in some kind of a Pelican case, but then you need to reach the controls, so I don't know. Oh, I can just use my PRC 320, and who cares then? You know, it can be underwater, it won't matter. Which is what I'm going to do. Tried to call for a cross mode in CW, but apparently did not get through. I didn't hear you. I wasn't in CW mode, of course. Let me try. I'm going to call CW just to see if the keyer is working first of all. So mode. Let's see. Whoops. I'm going to click. And of course the button doesn't work anymore. Oh, there we go. Okay. 7 watts maybe. See, keyer doesn't work. I'm trying to sign CQ here. Ah. Now it works. No. So you see sometimes the keyer is messing up, and it's, I'm going to take actually, I'm going to clean the paddle, and I just take a little piece of paper, put it in between the contacts, and I move the paper, pressing a bit. So it acts a little bit like sandpaper. Sometimes I put a little bit of alcohol on the paper, depending on the paper. Ah, I heard you. Oop. Let's see if he hears me. It was a DJ5 SE. So it's usable on CW on 40 meters with the magnetic loop. On a lot of other antennas, as you will see on the video I'm going to publish soon, it isn't. Actually, I'm going to film this. Ah. Yep, I hear him. $219 signal. So he's about, I would say, see, it just quits, doesn't receive anymore. Yep, so RF current problems on CW, so sorry about that, but yeah, no CW, even on the magnetic loop, so basically I don't think this radio is usable on CW really. And I don't have a big choke to use. Maybe with a big choke, or maybe with a straight key actually. I'm thinking that maybe with a straight key it would work on CW, but not with the keyer, that's for sure. All right, so see, I'm sweating. it's so hot in here. That fan doesn't cool me down. All right, so I don't need the key anymore. That's for sure. Okay, back to LSB. And of course the buttons. I really need to change those buttons. AM. Digital LSB. Okay, finally. So the corrosion damaged the buttons, and Yuri did not change them. That would have cost me a whole lot more, of course. Only paid $36 for the repair, but I wish he had changed them, even if I had to pay for it, because now I'm gonna be a real pain. Alright, I'm gonna browse around, see if I can find someone who's calling CQ maybe. I really do want to make at least one contact on 40 meters with this radio tonight for my video. Try again on CW. No, it doesn't work on CW, it doesn't work. I heard spasiba. That's Russian, I think. Ah, heard someone there. 7151, just around there. Is he calling CQ? I don't know. I'm gonna wait a bit. Yes, he is. Oh, QSB. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Oh, he's pretty strong there. Okay. So he's talking to someone else. Oh, I lost the radio view here. Down. Hold on. My USB cable. I have I have coax cable problems and I have USB cable problems. Lots of cable problems. I'm on 7152. All right, 58 people. We had 60 earlier, but I didn't. No, okay. I'll go back to that later. German. 7153. Okay, 40 meters starting to open up. Maybe I will make my contact. Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Foxtrot Quattro, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Oh, he's fading out. I spoke too soon. Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Of course, propagation goes away when it's my turn to speak. Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Propagation goes up and down, so it's really hard. Knocking down the camera, it's not gonna work. Okay, let's try to go a little higher up. Can't really go too far, otherwise I lose my efficiency. The magnetic loop antenna is like a filter, a very narrow filter. It's great to keep the broadcast stations out on very cheap radios, but you have to retune your antenna every time you go too far off frequency. Can't hear you in. Oh yeah, I'm not surprised. In SA, South Africa. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, that would really surprise me. This, but hey, you never know. Sometimes, with radio, it's amazing things happen. Oh. Yeah, it's quite busy there. Let's see the comments. "35 people to click like." Yes. Yes, click like and subscribe. And get me a coffee here. Oh, the super chat. I think the super chat is on, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it is. Yeah. I see a big signal there. Just the advantage of having a waterfall on a radio is that you can see the signals that are adjacent to yours. And on such a tiny radio, well, the screen is really tiny, but you can still see it pretty well. It's Italian, I think. Yep. I don't speak Italian, unfortunately. Only French and English, and that's... Can't even speak either really well. Well, let's just say I have an accent in both languages, so... But I probably write English better than French. Isn't that something? But I said good evening. I know that means good evening. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Oh, it wasn't me. Wonder who that is. Oh, and German, so she speaks Italian and German. Wasn't she speaking German there? I'll try. But propagation is really moving up and down, so it just has to be up what I'm transmitting. And that's not easy. And I don't know when that's gonna happen, so. I'm going to try one more time. Everybody wants to chat with her, though. It's funny because when it's a man, It's just, you know, 5973, bye. Women could spend all day on the radio. There'd be plenty of people wanting to chat. Of course, because, you know, there just aren't that many on the frequency, and that's too bad. Yeah, she might. We'll see, I'll try. Yeah, that's German, yeah. I had 5 years of German in school. I forgot pretty much everything. Speak up a few words here and there, but that's it. But of course I never lived in Germany, so I lived in the US, so English took over. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Nope. There's a pile up there, so they have to be really lucky to get in, because if anybody else is transmitting at the same time I am, I'm not going to be the winning one. Québec, bonsoir le Québec, Didier. Back to Italian. That's awesome. You know, at least 2 languages. $66 people. All right, tell your friends. We need more. Buonasera. Okay, so I'll be ready here. Anything? Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Sometimes saying your call sign twice, you get in on the second one. Because everybody's trying to reply at the same time. Oh, that's 7153. 7153. Well, Ronan, I can't see the tiny screen either, so and it's right in front of me with these glasses. So I have to. It's progressive, you know, lenses, but. And this camera here, it's really bad. It's a great action camera, but it's not a SJ cam M20, but it's not a good webcam. Okay, I'm gonna try again. Down. I want to make one contact tonight. If you want to support this channel, and I really need it, and I'm not ashamed to say it, you know, it's a lot of work. You have the super chat on your screen. There is a $sign next to the comments. You have Patreon, patreon.com, also link in the description, and you have also the coffee thingy right there. Stuttgart. Getting really tired on Friday nights like that. I'm just done for the week. That's why it's so hard sometimes for me to get up early, you know, on Saturday to go on a radio expedition, because I don't sleep well. So you know, it's really difficult. The weekend I really need to get some sleep. November Golf 3 Papa. Gwen, good evening. Fellow American. Well, I consider myself half Floridian. half French, half Floridian, but I shouldn't have left. I'll come back sometime after after I'm done with all my sailing antics that I'm planning on doing. Okay, I'm gonna wait maybe that see if she comes back. Propagation is down again. Oh, it's back up. What did I say? Italians always have a lot of power. I have to make a video once about amplifiers. I don't like amplifiers. I think they're useless, basically. But that's my opinion. They can be useful in some situations, but most of the time you don't need one. Oh, thanks, Martin. Thanks. Oh, and £1 from Nigel. Awesome. Thanks, man. Yeah, this month is hard for me because of the French IRS, you know, the taxes that. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that, but basically they just hit me really hard. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Okay, I'll go back later. 7153. Can get stuck on one frequency, you know. And €5. Thank you very much. Much needed. Italian? Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Didn't hear me. Italian station, this is Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Do you copy? Hot tonight. It's difficult tonight. Usually I have made at least one contact by now. Go to pack up. Alright, hey, thanks for trying. Thanks for trying. Too bad it didn't work, but next time I hope we make contact on the air. Yep. Nice to see you guys. It's really pleasing to see familiar names pop up. All right, I'm gonna go down a bit here on frequency. I'll try him. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Just have to catch the propagation just at the right time. I hope it will hold. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. And £5 from Steve. Thank you, Steve. Awesome, awesome. That will help a lot. You guys, you know, it really helps. And 10 euros, Moïse. Merci beaucoup, merci beaucoup. Super.
Sì, guarda, in questo momento tengo un disturbo di una stazione telegrafica. Una stazione
Telegrafica.
digitale. Tengo un disturbo.
Interesting.
Juan, ho copiato Eco Alfa 5, Guatemala, interrogazione Sierra, me parece.
He's coming in quite strong, but like I said, Italians have a lot of power. They like their amplifiers, so he might not hear me because he's got, you know, I'm getting him fine because he's got so much power, maybe. So he didn't quite get the this guy's call sign either. Oh, and you guys rather use the coffee thing. Rather use the coffee thing. That's awesome. Oklahoma. Thank you, Steve. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. I don't hear the other station, so, but I'm sure I'm not, you know, getting on top of him. That's that's highly doubtful. Okay, so maybe I should go back on 7153. I'm on 7160 right now. I don't hear the guy anymore. All right. Gonna go back down. Oh, I see a signal right there. Some digital here. Oh, there it was. 7150. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Oh, someone right above that. Said 7153, same as same YL as before. I don't hear the others. I don't hear anybody else though. And try again, once or twice. When you hear a good station coming in like that, there's a good chance they can hear you too. But of course, with 3 watts radiated, that's not a whole lot. 40 meters. 10 watts would easily do it. With a half-wave unfed, for instance. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. No, not me. See the comments? All right, and quite a lot of people are showing up. Excellent. Tell your friends, like I said. Oh, you know what? I should have said so. I should have posted that on Facebook. Why didn't I think of that? We'll see how many people show up then. Okay, so let's see, radio prepper. Whoops. Okay, live. Yes, share. Copy link. Facebook. Groups. No, that's not groups. They changed the interface. Groups. There's a Radio Preppers group on Facebook. Okay, so I should have done this really earlier, but people can't accuse me of not posting it. Okay, let's see how many people show up now that I posted it. Okay, we are at 62, 64. We'll see how many more show up. Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Ah, she heard me. She heard me. Ask me to wait a bit. Oh, what was that? Oh, my phone. Yes, thank you. Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. And she speaks French, amazing. Merci beaucoup. Vous avez un très bon signal ici dans le sud de la France, à Antibes. 5.7, 5.7 pour le moment avec beaucoup de QSB. Et vous êtes en live sur YouTube, j'espère que ça ne vous dérange pas, sur la chaîne de Radio Prepper QSL. Merci beaucoup, hein, et pour information, je suis en 6 watts avec une magnetic loop. Bonne soirée de F4 Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee, merci.
Merci beaucoup, bye bye. The Sierra Papa station, come again?
And I got it on tape. That'll be great for the video. Alright, I'm waiting for the congratulations here. Great contact, just probably 3 watts radiated once again. It doesn't take much, guys, especially with the propagation going up and down like that. It was difficult, but hey, and I busted a pile up. All right, let's go a little bit longer since I just posted the link on Facebook. But Actually, I should have posted it in a few more places. But again, let's try, because you know, usually live streams I do a couple hours. So I'm gonna go to all the groups. Well, not all the groups, but a few groups that I'm member of, and I can post it, and hopefully we'll have a lot of people. Okay, so FPV long run. No, that's drones. Active hams worldwide. Okay, let's try that. Okay, live stream. Of course, those groups that don't accept the posts right away, it's not gonna work. So give me a couple minutes to do that, guys. So we'll have more people. It's gonna be fun. Okay, ham radio. Here's another one. Why didn't I think of that before? You know, I'm not good at self-promotion, I guess. But you know, I'm not a promoter. I'm a radio operator. Did I post on that? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Not that one. Maybe. Paste. Post. So I'm posting on Facebook on different groups. And we'll see how many people we can get. Next time I'll do this right away, but probably have someone do it for me. If you guys know of ham radio groups on Facebook or somewhere else, check first that I haven't posted yet, and yeah, post a link. Yeah, let's see, portable node, 6 meter magic band node. Magnetic loop antennas, that's a good group. Given that I'm using one right now, I guess it's legitimate, right? Seeking contacts. Okay, here's a group, you know, seeking contacts here, so perfect. People actually on the radio. Okay, I'm not gonna spend too. I'm not gonna leave you guys hanging. Hold on. UKCB and amateur radio. Okay, why not? It's not CB, but hey, CB is radio, right? It's no less. Okay, I'm not portable, so that's not post on portable groups. Anyway, I posted on a few groups. We'll see. 68, yeah, a few more people. Again, if you want to post the link somewhere, go ahead. I'm going to be on the air a little bit longer. Frederick is telling me that they're going on a little outing tomorrow, and I guess I might go with them if I can get some diesel. When it gets to that point, guys, it's no fun. Okay, and I'm not begging. All right. 146. 140. Still have the yep, you still have it. I'm gonna try to, yeah, so you can see it. I know the camera is not very good, guys, once again, but I can't, you know, I'm afraid of touching it because the cable is messed up too. So 7136 35 32 30. Okay, I can't go any lower than that, otherwise my SWR is going to be too high. It's going to exceed 2 to 1. I get you know, I get about 50, a good 50 kilohertz bandwidth with the magnetic loop, which isn't bad. I mean, for a magnetic loop, for any other antenna, that's horrendous, but... Oh, there was someone there. Done. 7144. 7145. Okay, they're chatting, so I'm not going to interrupt that. Oh, I don't hear the other station. I don't know, let's keep going. I can go to up to about 7170, and that's the upper limit for me tonight. Except if I wanted to go outside and change the tuning. Mag loop, no, it's on the terrace, so it's not quite not quite indoors. It's not quite outdoors either. I'm on the 3rd floor of an apartment, and on the little terrace. And I'm really aligned with it, so, but such a low power that that's not risky, but I'm really close to it. Oh, 7153. That was Petra, she said. Still active. Of course, she has a lot of contenders. Is that the word? Okay, 7170 can go that high. Go back down. Okay, comments, excellent. Gwen, okay, great. Kev, Moise, nice. Good going, yep. Yes, Todd, that's the Minion SDR that I had all the RF problems with, that I still have RF problems with on CW, using CW for Morse code. On SSB, it's quite good. Practically, I have to check once again for those who weren't there before. I'm suspecting that it might work for CW with a straight key. And actually, I'll have the opportunity to test that, I guess, maybe tomorrow. Because I don't know where my straight key is right now. And no, that's not a straight key, hold on. Oh no, that's a sounder. Damn, look at that. That's an old sounder that I have to fix. Amazing, huh? Old telegraph equipment. Probably quite old, but the coil here is broken. See the protection of the coil. It's some kind of bakelite. Oops. Yeah. And that's broken. So I'm gonna make a 3D printed replacement part here. You can see on the other side, it's still good, and it works. I've tested it. That was sent to me by a subscriber. Actually, I forgot his name, but if you're here, thanks again. Same station. Petra, that was it, yeah. I think she's well known. I think I've heard her name before, or heard her maybe even. Interesting. Let's listen. I'm surprised not more people have showed up actually. 65. Thanks, Lucas. There's a delay, by the way. Oh, Patrick is here. Salut Patrick. Ça va? Et peut-être à demain, hein, je sais pas, on verra. Si j'arrive à me lever. Et je suis à sec de diesel, donc on verra. Et je suis à sec tout court. $40 kilometers from Stuttgart, I think she said. Oh, Thomas, you were given a Minion. The SDR version or the older version? I mean the other version. Because there is the Minion you know, Minion, and there is the Minion SDR. Those are not the same radios. I think the regular Minion is yellow. So yellow face. This one has is orange. I wonder why they gave it to you. Yeah, you'd need a big RF choke for CW on that radio. Probably a FT240 size with like 8 to 12 turns of coax. I'm suspecting FT 240-31 maybe, not sure, or 43. Who knows? I don't know. I need to make myself one because the choke I have is not just not good enough. It was good enough for other radios, but not for this one. And even then, I'm not sure it's, you know, again, I think maybe with a straight key it might work, but with the key here, it's, I don't know. It's just my other radios don't do that, so. But I will keep using it, of course, as my SSB radio, because it's got 10 bands and it's tiny, you know, super tiny. So SDR version, okay, Thomas, yeah, great. So did you receive it yet, or have you tried it, or are you just waiting for it? Okay, let's browse. No, can't go that high. I don't know if you see the frequency. I know the screen is tiny there, but it's just to show the radio, you know. I don't have a camera that can zoom that, you know, that has a zoom lens that I can focus on that tiny screen, so, and that can focus that close. Same frequency, 7153 if someone wants to listen to Petra. I see a signal there. Didn't have time to tune it. I'm on 7145. I think it's a little lower than that. 7144 maybe. It's not coming back, of course. But there's a little tiny signal there right next to it. That's great to have the waterfall once again. By the way, my Xiegu G1M bit the dust. Well, it's repaired already, thanks to Xavier, my friend, who reflashed the EEPROM. But it got some RF current back, you know, on the coax shield, and the EEPROM got damaged. Well, not damaged, but parts of it erased, I guess. You'll see the video soon. Maybe even tonight, later tonight. Okay, I don't speak that language. I've got it now, but need to repair the audio jack. Oh, really? Darn. You know, that's like the same problem that the Xiegu G1M has with the audio jacks, I guess. And I had to resolder them all on the Xiegu. No problem with the Minion yet, but you know, I mean that's an easy repair. I'm not worried about it. But what bugs me is that I'm gonna have to replace all those buttons here in the front because you know, with the salt water, they've been cleaned and they work now. But sometimes I have to press like 6-7 times to get the button to work. Joseph starting his training next week. Awesome. Foundation license. Okay, so you're in the UK. All right. Vive la France. I'm not a fan, but that's what I'm going to say. Thank you, though. 7145. I can go down to 7130. There's nobody around 7130. That's the thing, being limited like that to about 50 kilohertz, 60 kilohertz. You know, a problem. But I'm not even going to try calling with such a low power. It's a waste of time. I mean, on SSB it is. CW would be easy, but SSB is not it's not a good mode for QRP operations. You have to use either CW or a digital mode like a JS8 call. And I need to make a cable for this radio so I can use it on digital modes. I have a cable for my Xigu, but probably gonna get the Xigu back tomorrow if I go. Donne-moi la fréquence actuellement. Je ne transmets pas pour l'instant, Patrick, mais dès que je transmets, je te le dirai. So I'm not transmitting right now, but as soon as I'm transmitting, I'll post a frequency. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Delta Lima 1. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Petra heard me earlier, so and she's in Germany, so. But his signal is pretty weak. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. I'm gonna try again, but he's S. But I get about S5, but he's a 1-5, I guess. No, a 5, yeah, 1-5 maybe. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Delta Lima 1, this is Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Buonasera. Okay, someone got him, I guess. Although he was speaking Italian, so I'm not sure. Alright. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. I hope I'm not being too loud. I see I'm clipping. The sound is clipping a bit. Delta Lima 1, Delta Golf Sierra. This is Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. No, he doesn't hear me. I can barely hear him, so it could be QRP too. Who knows? Okay, it's not gonna work. CW is so much better. Should have plugged in my K1 on 30 meters. I would have made plenty of contacts. But that'll be for another time, another live stream sometime, one evening when I feel up to it. F5, F5 ROW. Je ne t'entends pas, ok. Désolé. Ouais, ça dépend de la distance, hein, aussi, quoi. Ouais. Although 40 meters should be pretty regional. The advantage with the magnetic loop is that it radiates all around the loop. So you also send your RF signal straight up, and then it rains down regionally, so to speak. So I should be covering the whole of Europe without too much trouble. But again, I have so little power that it's not easy. But hey, I was received in Germany, so. And heard quite. Oh, I'm up to 180 here. That's not going to work. Alright, I'm not going to make it much longer, guys, because I have to edit my video on getting my Minion SDR back, which will have the QSO with Petra in it, and others who are using different antennas. But you already know the conclusion. 7145. So they're in conversation there, I guess. Yeah, conclusion that The Minion SDR is good on SSB, but not on CW with a keyer, with a iambic keyer. I still have to test it with a straight key. Okay, I'm going down. Ah, signal around 7135 maybe. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Seven 136. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. As soon as I say I'm not going to make it much longer, everybody leaves. Not everyone, I guess. We're 51 people now. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Doesn't hear me. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Foxtrot Quattro. Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Okay, one more time. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. No, okay. No point in trying him up. Sorry about this. I should have closed my blinds, but then we couldn't see anymore, right? I have such a low wattage light bulb that it wouldn't work for film. Ah. Oh, the 7145. I know, 30 minutes later, right? It's always like that. It's always a couple hours. I don't know why. It's just the live streams, they're long. But hey, you know, people stay, so, you know, and I'm having fun, so. There might be some people sometime who are going to be watching this in the middle of the night because they can't sleep, you know, and have nothing better to do, and it happens to me sometimes, so why not? Thomas, merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Et je dis toujours que je vais faire plus de vidéos en français. Je vais en faire, je vais continuer à en faire, disons, mais c'est vrai que les gens me demandent toujours pourquoi est-ce que tu ne fais pas plus de vidéos en français, simplement parce que bien mon audience est principalement anglophone. J'ai commencé cette chaîne aux États-Unis, donc voilà, c'est pour ça en fait. Mais j'essaye toujours de penser à faire une vidéo en français, mais c'est pas toujours évident. Alright, there's a little bit of French for you guys. Brush up on your high school French. I couldn't speak English when I got out of high school, and I had English in high school and German, and couldn't speak either of those languages. But school doesn't teach you to speak a language. Not really. Not as well as living there, of course. Those guys are really strong. 7145, really strong. Small amp? No, I'm not considering an amp at all. I'm not really interested in that much in SSB operations, because I can use digital modes and I can use CW mainly, and then you don't need an amp. You just need 3 to 5 watts and you're good to go. So for me, it's not an amp is not useful because, well, it's a problem also because you need a bigger battery, you need more current, you need more weight, you need to carry it, you need to add cables, everything needs to be bigger, heavier, and more of a problem, you know. And I'm not a supporter of using amps. I think it's not. I just made a QSO with Germany with, like, you know, I'm radiating about 3 watts, you know. I don't need an amp, you know. Of course, in some cases, like I said, it would help to have, like, you know, 30 watts, but in my opinion, anything about 30 watts is not useful. And the military has figured that out a long time ago. You know, you take military man packs, they're all 25, 30 watts, some 40 watts, you know, but usually the HF military man packs are about 30 watts of power, you know, sometimes 20, sometimes, well, anyway, in that, you know, ballpark. Why? Because they don't need to have more. That's simple as that, you know. The military has pretty much an unlimited budget, you know. They can have anything they want, and they choose not to use more than 30 watts. And why is that, you know? Simply because you don't need more than about 30 watts. In some rare cases, I guess, yes, but all in all, generally speaking, most of the time, you don't need more than 30 watts for anything. And again, if you use CW or digital modes, you only need 5 watts, and you cover, you know, the whole planet. So no, I don't want an amp. I did build one for 80 meters for CW for my QCX kit. Never used it. I used it once for the video. That's it. Never used it again. So I don't, you know, I'm not going to make that mistake twice to buy another amp for something that, you know, an amp that I'm never ever going to use. J'aime bien ton accent en anglais. Merci. Yeah, between 20 and 40 is enough. That's all you need. You don't even need the 100 watts most of the time. I don't know where the fascination with amps is coming from. I think it's coming from the days of CB. People used a lot of power on CB back in the days, but and that was not, you know, that was because, of course, it's on 27 megahertz, and they want to go further on a local basis, basically, and not knowing, everyone not knowing about propagation and how it works. They thought that adding power would make you go further, and it's not really. It's true to some extent, but not really, because propagation, once propagation is there, it doesn't matter how much power you have. You need a certain minimum, but and again, you know, probably an SSB would be like 10 watts minimum. You know, again, 30 watts for me is ideal. But I think it comes from the CB days where when people were getting, you know, 500 watt amps, 1000 watt amps, just to try to beat the propagation. And sometimes when propagation wasn't very good on 11 meters, they would use an amp. Or people would simply use an amp to just you know, go over everybody else, because of course there was only 40 channels, and of course, you know, there were CBs with many more channels, but still limited in frequency. So the only way you could you know, talk to your buddy to the next town over may sometimes just to use an amp, so you could just, you know, you could just you know, thread on everybody else, and that was it. That was the way to go. But for amateur radio, no, you don't need an amp. We have so many frequency allocations and bands and things that, you know, that we don't, you know, propagation is there. You don't need an amp. Once again, 100 watts Japan box is a nice overhead. 100 watts is, yeah, for me, I made 7 too much, especially for you know, I'm looking at this from the aspect of portable operations and prepping. So more power means actually a bigger battery, a much heavier battery, and you have to charge that battery which means bigger solar panels and more amps to charge that battery. And amps are very expensive when you don't have the means to produce them. So and that's it. Same thing. You have a big solar panel. How are you going to carry that? How much space is it going to take in your bag? Even if it's folded. What kind of battery you're going to have to have? Will you need only like 4 18650 cells or 3 186? Here, look at this battery pack. That's what I use. See? That's the battery pack I use, that's the size of battery pack I use most of the time. Or maybe 4 cells sometimes, but most of the time 3 cells. I have a bigger one here. I have a slightly bigger battery pack for the Minion tonight, but I use batteries like this. You can't run 100 watts on this. It's gonna catch on fire. So that's the difference, guys. That's the difference between using 100 watts and using 10 watts or 5 watts. It's between this or even something like this, and that's not even much more. I don't even have the rating on this, but it's not much power on this. That's a gel cell, and it's super heavy and it's not much capacity, and this has a you can get Sony VTC6 cells. You have 3 amp hours in a small package like this, and that can power a 10 watt radio, no problem. Here is a PRC 320 batteries, 24 volts, 4 amp hours. 4 amp hours, 3 amp hours. I don't want to carry this, I'd rather carry this, but I mean that's for 30 watt radio. But of course now today you have technology that allows us to have much better batteries. For instance, I can show you a LiPo battery that's sorry about the noise. It's in a anti-fire bag, fireproof bag, because LiPos are dangerous. This is a 7 cell LiPo. That's 5 amp hours. 7 cells. That means about 29 volts or something like that. And I power my VRM 5080 with this for quite some time. And it's a LiPo. Very efficient battery, holds a lot of power and it can discharge a lot of current. Lots of current. I could probably pump 100 amps from this, no problem, no problem. 100 amps. Actually, it's a 40C, so 40 times 5,000 milliamps, 40 times 5. I can pull 200 amps from this LiPo battery. That's quite a lot. So new technologies. Danger of LiPo is that it can catch on fire, and also you cannot take the voltage much below 3.3 volts, 3.4 volts. Otherwise, you destroy the battery. The 18650 cells, you can go down to 3 volts before you damage the batteries. So fully charged, every cell is 4.2 volts. So, and those are the kind of batteries. These are the biggest batteries that I'm willing to use and carry. And that's, it weighs about, I don't know, 600-700 grams maybe. I don't know, maybe 800, it's hard to say. But I don't want to carry anything heavier than that. So really, having more power brings a lot of problems. You need a bigger tuner if you're using one. You need a bigger toroid if you're using an unfed half wave. You need everything bigger, and it's not going to help a whole lot. It's not going to make a whole lot of difference. That's what I'm saying. So for me, I like my QRP, and I don't care if it's QRP or not. I like on my K1, if I can get 7 watts out of it on 80 meters, I'm going to get 7 watts out of it. I don't care if it's 5 watts or not, if I can get a radio like this one, that goes up to 6-7 watts, 8 watts, I don't know, If it did 30 watts, I'd be happy with it. I don't care if it's QRP. All I want to do is make contact with a small radio that's really portable, that doesn't need a gigantic, heavy battery. All right, enough said about that. Xigu 5105. Yeah, that's. I heard it's good. I mean, I don't know, but I'm kind of over all those tiny radios. I mean, even the Minion or the Xigu G1M. I was thinking of getting the Xigu G90. The problem I have with those radios is that none of the commercial radios, especially QRP radios, are really made for portable operations, and I know manufacturers are not going to like that. That's the reason why I sold my Aerocraft KX2. I should have kept it, but big mistake there. I sold my KX3 also, and my K2, and one K1. Never sell an Aerocraft radio anyway. After the K2, I think the new models, K3, K4, I think they're not really, I don't know, they're out of my reach anyway, and it's just too complicated, too expensive. I think really after the K2, for me, that was it. Especially that these radios were really, real kits. Today you don't get, many real kits anymore. QRP Labs get, QRP Guys has kits. I mean, I'm forgetting a lot of, QRPkits.com, QRP, what is the other one? The tuna kits, forgot. Anyway, there are still companies that make kits. Steve Weber still make kits sometimes, but not that many. And that's too bad. I really regret the time when maybe like 6, 7, 8 years ago when there were many kits on the market. Dave Benson, for instance, retired, so no more kits from him. There was a lot of kits, through-hole components. Now it's all surface mount, and that's too bad. But I mean, I can do surface mount, but I'm starting to lose, sight. Slowly, very slowly, but I can't see those damn tiny little things anymore, So TX500, yes, I'd love to have one. It's very expensive. It would probably be like 800 euros, so yes, about $1,000. And right now I can't even go buy a bottle of milk, so not today anyway. So I can't buy a $1,000 radio, €1,000 radio. There's no way. Maybe at the end of the year or next year, I don't know, but we'll see. But I'd love to have one, yeah, that's for sure. But again, is it as rugged as they say? I don't know. Julian likes it. I know. I think he ordered one. So if he likes it and he ordered one, I think you can safely get one if you want to. I would like to. Once again, I might save up and maybe I'll do a fundraiser. But I'd hate to ask money from people. So that's not. It's not. I work for you basically, and yeah, I get a little bit of money from this channel, but not much. But it's enough to get me going anyway. So thanks again, by the way, to all my patrons on patreon.com. People who buy me coffees right here. People who use the super chat, that's the way to go. The coffees especially up on Patreon. Because I do spend a lot of money on stuff I don't need. But that's radio, right? We all do that. But I just have too much stuff. If it was just for me, I wouldn't get that much stuff, because I wouldn't need to. But I like to run this channel too. Of course, there is a lot of satisfaction, personal satisfaction, from doing so, and I can't deny that. Of course, it's personal gratification. That's it. People like what I'm doing, and that's it. That's just as simple as that. And there is a social aspect also. Is that I meet a lot of people. And I get to chat with a lot of people, and that's the and I just like this live stream. I love it because it's an exchange. I'm talking to you guys. Oh, EA3 GCY, absolutely, yes, yeah. Javier, yeah, I built some of his kits. I have one that I still have to finish. Absolutely. IC705. Kev. Thank you very much, but I don't think I'd want an IC705. The screen is too big. I'd be afraid to break it. Like my KX2, I wasn't taking my KX2 out because I was afraid to break it, you know, and that's the problem. You have an expensive radio, you're worried about it. You know, you could have a cheaper radio and have 3 of them, have some backups, but again, then you still have a cheap radio, and that's the problem too. I wish manufacturers would make a radio that would be truly rugged, very simple, you know, even if it was just like Dave Benson SW Plus, you know, like simple VFO, analog, couple bands, you know, your choice, 1 day band, 1 night band. Maybe I would probably pick, like I did for my K1, 30, and for CW 30 and 80 meters, or even 40 meters, or even 20 and 40 meters, you know, simple. I like 30 because there's no contests on it, but, you know, and you know, Operation SSB and CW, but in a very rugged, waterproof case, with, you know, military spec connectors, you know, and waterproof microphone, and you know, just I would like to spend my money on that. I don't care. I don't want a big color screen. I don't want it. It's gonna break. I'm gonna break it. I'm not gonna see it well. It's just, I don't even want a freaking screen. I have a PRC 320. There's no screen. It works great. I don't need a screen. Maybe just a small, you know, tiny digits to show the frequency. That's it. No, it doesn't need anything else at all. You know, waterfalls are nice, but again, that means a color screen, and that uses more current, and it's more fragile, and it's just, you know. MFJ Cub, yeah, that was a good radio. Simple stuff like that, you know, very simple radios. We don't need complicated, all kind of features, you know. You need one good filter, that's it. One good filter, couple bands, maybe, you know, a couple bands, one good filter, one filter for SSB, one filter for CW. That's it. That's all you need. It's very simple radio, but rugged, extremely rugged. Something that you can just throw as far as you can, you know, down a slope, you know, up a mountain, and go pick it up and plug it in, and it works. I want something that I can throw in a river. I'm gonna pick it up the next day, and it still works. That's what I want. I don't want a color screen like the 705. That's not what I'm interested in. But manufacturers will not make those radios because they will not sell. That's simple, you know. Otherwise, they would be already there, you know. The only person that can make a radio like that would be you. Build a kit and put it in a super duper, you know, case, and I kind of did that actually. Hold on. Okay, that's a radio I built from a kit from Steve Weber. It's a CW radio. It's on 40 meters. Put it in a Hammond cast aluminum case with protection here for the BNC. There's a steel bar here that protects the BNC. There is a steel bar here that protects the buttons, you know. And if I put something on something flat, basically it protects the buttons. The bar protects the buttons. It's and there are 4 18650 cells or 3 18650 cells inside. Solar charger. It's not waterproof, unfortunately, but you know, this is pretty strong. And I built the enclosure. I built the kit. It's surface mount. Something like, you know, that's not even approaching what I want, but it's closer than what you can buy in you know, already made. And maybe that's the solution. And quite a few people make kits like that. There is one guy who puts them in, who puts all kind of radios in like. You know, like rugged cases. I forgot the site. Maybe someone can post that. But you know, something like this. I think it's not. Wasn't that a soda pop? I think it is. Yeah, soda pop. I think. The slop bucket is the SSB one. I have that one too. I have to mount it in a case. This one is the soda pop. You can't find it anymore, but you know there are plenty of other kits that you can find, like a QCX for instance from QRP Labs, you know, and put it in a super duper rugged case. Because and make it, the problem is to make it waterproof. That's the most difficult. Because you know that's the we don't have the connectors, the military connectors to make them waterproof, and that's the biggest issue I think. But if only manufacturers would make a radio like that, super simple but super rugged, I'd buy a few of them, you know. No kidding, I would buy like 3. Even if there were, you know, I don't know, I would take up a loan and I would buy them. And you know, I thought about buying a more recent military radio, but you know, they're heavy, and I don't want all the features they offer. I don't need all that. I just want you know, again, something simple and small. All right, enough said. I'll look at the comments, see if there are any other questions. I'm going to shut down the Minion. Well, I'll just leave it there, but voilà. And I'm going to do answer a few questions, and then we'll call it a night. So go ahead if you have questions, post in the comments. I'm going to go back in the comments, see the last one. My article using USB-C PDP bank. Okay, I'm going to allow that. Okay, I'm scrolling back. Okay, here, Jim slide, well done. Of course, some people might be gone already, but I'm not going to go too far back. Thomas, merci. Autocorrect. 7145. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I know. Andy, they were coming really strong. Okay, so I was here. Okay, now let's see. It's QCX. Yes, QCX. No, not QCXXX. That's something else, probably. I don't know. I had a lovely French girlfriend. You know, I had a few American girlfriends. I was married in the US actually. Oh, she emptied your bank account. Yeah, but that's, you know, from any country they'll do that. How do you think I have, you know, about 40 radios? I'm single. Otherwise, I'd have 2. If you have a crappy antenna, then you need more power. No, you need a better antenna. Single band CW. Okay, yeah, that's the QCX. I'm gonna get myself a QCX for my boat on 30 meters because I want to be on. Because I like 30 meters, I want to be on. I want to have a 30-meter antenna on my boat, and I'm probably gonna get the QCX Mini on 40 meters for portable operations. And with the case, they're about $70 a pop, I think, which is a really good price. And you know, you really have to thank Hans Summers for putting out radios at such low prices. You know, my hat is off to him. Hans, if you ever see this, man, you are doing a very important work. Oh, and I also want to get, by the way, on QRP Guys, qrpguys.com, Steve Weber just put up a kit there. It's a digital mode kit only. And it's for you know, it's for FT8, but since it has a DDS, you can use it on JS8 core. Probably gonna get that one too. I think it's $80 though. That's a little more. And without a case. All right. Reading the comments, your questions before we end this session. And by the way, I have two QCXs, one on 30 meters, but it doesn't work anymore, and I haven't found out why yet, and one on 80 meters. And my K1 is 30 and 80 meters, so you know which bands I prefer, 30 and 80 meters. 30 meters because it's, you know, for CW and there are no contests there, and 80 meters because it's the regional telephone. You can always, pretty much, almost always make contact on 80 meters, even with QRP power. Save the money for pipe tobacco. I know, right? I haven't smoked for, I don't know, weeks. Sometimes I go through periods like that, but I'm not a real smoker. I don't smoke often, and I don't. It's not good for my health or anybody's. But I do like to smoke a pipe once in a while, with a glass of Cointreau or Grand Marnier. Watch the video. Yeah, you can watch it tomorrow. Yeah. Married and 8 rigs. Man, you're doing well. You're doing well. That's a keeper. Steve, antenna situation. Yeah. Wire antennas. Nothing better. Yeah. Hans is an awesome guy. Yeah. QRP over Minion, not SDR. Okay, has a lot of problems. Don't recommend to buy it. It's not. Yeah, it does have issues. The SDR version also has issues, definitely with RF currents. Once again for CW. Still, I'll say again, I have to test it with a straight key, but it's not. It does have that problem. Per phasers for JS8. Yeah, you know, I almost bought one of those. Looking at the G90 FT857. Yeah, well, you have a good radio, so. Show the loop antenna. I don't know if you guys are gonna see it. Hold on, because you have you're gonna see my laundry. Oh, you know what? I have a video on it. I have a video on it. You know, just do radio prepper magnetic loop, and actually I have more than one video on it. Probably I have a video where I build it. So I think I have one video of my magnetic loop I built in the US in Florida, and then I have one video on my magnetic loop that I built here in France. So. Yeah, do a search. You'll find it. You'll find the video. You'll see it much better than what I can show you here with my little tiny camera. Hey, it's never too late. Thanks. Yes. It's, you know, I have strong opinions on radio stuff, but that's only because I'm using radio for a very specific purpose. And I like a certain type of use, you know, like prepping. Prepping is, and I'm not even a big prepper, you know. I'm not even prepared well enough for anything. Well, I'm more prepared than most, let's just say. But for me, radio is a safety net. It's not a. It's also a hobby, but it's not only a hobby. It's not just a hobby. That's why I don't do contests. That's why I don't do DXing. I'm not interested in that kind of stuff. I'm not a collector, so I don't collect contacts. Half of my logbook is a bunch of post-it notes in a cardboard box. And one day I'm going to have to put all that in a computer, and it's going to take me 2 years. Okay, but... so I'm not a collector, so I don't. For me, it's for prepping, or it's a safety net. It's about learning. It's about having some means to communicate, just in case, you know, and sharing all, you know, what I find also with you guys. But oh, I used my phone again. Yep. Anyways, so that's the, you know, I have strong opinions because, of course, it's for me, it's all about portability. And easiness of use and practicality. You know, it's not about making more contact. It's not about having a better signal or better audio. it's about being good enough, simple enough, small enough, light enough that you can make contact when you need it, but that you don't have too many hurdles in a portable, like, even like bugging out or no power grid down situation. That's it. That's my goal. So I have very different requirements than, say, someone who is into DX or even AMCOM, emergency communications. It's very different. Or from someone who do contests. I have very different requirements. That's why I have strong opinions about what I like to use, and what should be used for what I do. So that's why I'm so adamant about not using amps, for instance, because for me it's not practical. For other people it is. And the antennas I use are small, tiny antennas, wire antennas. Because they're portable, I can put them in my short pocket. I have my little transformers here. Is the case? You see, here's the box. Attach a very, 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 very thin wire to this, a half wave, and that's it. I have an antenna. So it's not about, like I said in another video, performance is not always the goal. For me, performance is not number one. I'm not looking for performance. I'm looking for practicality, usability first. Performance second, and that's the difference. That's why sometimes people tell me, "Oh, you're using this and that, but it's not the best." I know it's not the best. It's not the best performance, but it's the best for what I do. So that's the difference. You need to know why you're doing radio, and I suppose you guys are watching me because you like what I do, and you have a certain interest in being self-sufficient, and communication-wise as well. So that's, and I think that's the direction I'm going to keep heading towards, and using newer technologies and anything that pops up that gets me interested because it works. And sometimes things that I do don't work, quite often actually, and I make a lot of mistakes. So you guys don't have to make them also. And I do find a lot of stuff because I test stuff pretty much every weekend. So that's that keeps me going. Gives me a goal. It gets me out of the house also. Otherwise, I'm sitting between chairs here now, guys. I used to live in the U.S. Left on a boat trip, that ended much too soon with the loss of my boat. I wasn't on it, so but I got a new boat now, and I'm sitting between two chairs, and I still want to do things, go on a big adventure, and I better hurry because I'm 54 and I'm starting to not to be so healthy anymore, and I feel it, and if I wait too long, it's going to be too late. And and radio is part of that. The radio keeps me radio is what gets me going most, a lot of the times, when I build drones now too, and but it gets me out of the house, it gets me out of the couch, you know what I mean? Up in the mountains, my boat gets me out too. That's important too. It's important not to stay home. And it's probably not the best time to say this right now. It just at least wasn't the best time to say this a few months ago. But you want to just basically get your ass moving, especially us guys into ham radio. Lots of us are, over the hill, and you just need to get out, even if it's to, carry your gear from your, like I do, from my apartment to my truck, and then to my truck to wherever, we're camping out. But and I don't do enough long distance, and I should do that really. I should think about that, doing more long distance radio operations where I do maybe, I have to walk for half a day to get there, and that would probably teach me a lot of stuff, you know. And I mean, I have done that, but you know, I've done radio operations when I was gone a week, all by myself, you know, a whole week in Florida, for instance. But that was a few years ago. So, and time flies. So, anyway, I'm not going to make it much longer. I'm not going to look one last time at the comments if there are any questions. I know, Steve, right? Time is taking a toll, and we can't let it. We can't let it. We can at least slow it. Try to slow the decrease down a bit, right? I'm gonna have to exercise. I you know, I was teaching self-defense. You know, based on a Russian martial art, and I had to stop because of the situation, of course. But you know, I really need to get back to that and get moving again. You know, because I'm not well enough now after spending all that time doing nothing. You know, I just recently started to go out in the mountains again, and fortunately. Did you ever encounter the PRC 515? I've thought about buying one, the 515, yeah. There is also one model I saw on eBay. Someone is selling it with a digital VFO or DDS, a digital control head. So that might be a good choice. Yeah, it might be a good choice. I think about 600 euros, something like that. Still heavy though. That's the weight is the problem. Yeah, but I thought about it. I'm still an option. Yeah. I'd love to have a PRC 316. Google that one up, you'll see. 316, PRC 316. Those are hard to find and expensive, and they're old, so maybe not the best choice, but still, I'd like to have one. Still a heavy brick, but hey. Alright, insulated backstay. Yeah, someone told me to use Dyneema for the backstay instead of steel, and then running a wire around that. So I think it's a good idea. Just has to be strong enough, but I suppose it's strong enough. Otherwise, people wouldn't use it. Probably expensive, but you know, insulated backstay is expensive too. So no what? Wisdom. I don't know about that. Maybe I'm just old enough to be wise, I guess. Gwen, yes, I do. Well, I'm not officially an instructor, but I do help people. I've done it. I've practiced for I don't know. I think I started in 2005. I think 2005 in Florida. So it's been 2004, end of 2004. Yeah, I started at the end of 2004. Yeah. Aikido, yeah, and train people in firearms. Yeah, cool. Yeah, well, I I'm not going to talk about that, but yeah, I have some interest in that as well. Don't buy from eBay. They are from Serbian trash piles. Oh yeah, really? But where can I find one though? That's the thing. Oh no, I got my my VRM 5080 from eBay. It's working great. But you're probably right. I'd like to find an RF10. If you can find me a good RF10, I'm interested. Actually, I'd like to find the new RF. I think it's the RF 30. I think, not sure. The one that replaced the RF10. I think it's RF 30 VHF, but it's probably expensive and hard to find. Moray, good evening. South Florida. Awesome. I used to live in Sarasota. 22 years, Sarasota and Bradenton. Thomas, up to 7 radios, even though he's married. Yeah, I know. The thing is, you have to buy all your radios while you're single, and then you know, if she says, why do you have so many radios? You can say, well, you know, Why do you have so many pairs of shoes? And that's it. Then you can keep them. Graham. Oh, you have two. Where are you located, Graham? England? I think you're in England. I did in the UK, right? If I'm not if I remember well. Yeah, send me an email. I'll post my email here for the latecomers. Is that it? Oh, what did I typed it? Didn't type anything, of course. Should I watch the screen? Having a lot of fun chatting with you guys. It's awesome. Down. There's a space in there. There isn't no space, of course, but you know I'm gonna retype it. Now, I don't check that address all the time, so. Oh, it still has. That's weird. Is there a space there? I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, figure it out. Yeah, I'm interested. Not right now though, because I'm broke. But soon, you know, probably. Yeah, not probably soon. Probably soon. Oh, Gwen. Well, yeah. If you're well, you got the winning ticket there. You know how many people, how many ham radio operators wish their wife had had the ticket, a ham ticket. It's probably 99.99%. You know. Nexus 6. Hello. Usual on the channel. Oh, I see. Okay. Lupus Vulpus. Country Clare, Ireland. Excellent. Good evening. We're about to close up now. It's been what? How long has it been? Probably a couple hours now. I don't know. Probably close to that. I don't have my. Can't see it here. Oh, 2 hours and 14 minutes. Down. Nobody's gonna watch the whole thing. If you're watching the whole thing afterwards, you're awesome. JT, well, of course, yeah, same for me. You know, I have like 40 radios. I'm recently single, but maybe that's why, partially. I don't know. NVIS, yes, the mag loop will do NVIS. It transmits all around, so in all directions, basically, in the plane of the loop, but also as well up as any direction. So it's good antenna. Magnetic loop is a very good antenna. But it has to be big enough. The commercial magnetic loops are usually most of the time not big enough. It has to be 5 meters in perimeters. Perimeter, 5 meters. I don't know how many feet and inches that is, but it's probably around 19 foot. But anyway, it has to be kind of precise, because otherwise you're gonna miss. The first one I built, I could tune up to I think it was like 13.8 megahertz, and I missed the 20 meter band by like 200 kilohertz, 500 kilohertz. So it was slightly too long, and I think it was 21 feet in perimeter, so slightly too long. This one I just got just right, 5 meters perimeter with big Russian vacuum capacitor, and I can go from 15 meters to 60 meters, although efficiency on 60 meters is just ridiculous and it's unusable. But so basically between 15 and 40 meters with a 5 meter perimeter magnetic loop. And I'm thinking about replacing the copper tubing by a coax cable, actually, like LMR 400, because that way it will be portable. Because this one, if I ever move out of this apartment, which I will someday, of course, I'm gonna have to cut it up. At least cut it, in one spot, so that I can carry it and transport it. But if I used a very stiff coax, I could make it portable. Although I don't know why I would do that, because I can just use a half-wave unfed antenna, and that I don't need a magnetic loop. But if I move from one apartment to another, there would be a way to make it very, very portable. All right, so you guys are keeping me here, and Brett just sent me 10 pounds, so of course I'm gonna have to wait now. Can't leave. If you just sent me 10 pounds, I have to stay a bit longer. So Brett, if you guys are thinking it's too long, it's Brett's fault. Thanks, Brett. Thanks a lot. It's much needed right now, I'll tell you. And you guys, if you want to help this channel again, prefer the coffee thing, and Patreon, of course, if you want to be a regular patron of the channel, and I really appreciate that. And it allows this channel to go on. Basically, and it's no less than that. Believe me. 5 meter, 16.4 feet. Yep. So yeah, make your magnetic loop 16.4 feet long. And I feed mine with a toroid FT140-43. I don't feed it with a smaller loop. And although I heard it might give me a better bandwidth, but I'm not sure. Anyway, the problem with the toroid feeding is that I should have a multi-tapped toroid with a switch or something to switch turns, the number of turns around the toroid. I think I use between 3 and 5 turns, or 2 and 5 turns. I don't remember. 5 turns maximum. Usually, I think I have it on. I have 4 turns right now around the toroid, and of course the copper tubing goes through, the toroid, basically. But watch the video, search for the video on YouTube, and you'll find the build here on my terrace. You'll see it. It's quite interesting. It's a great antenna. Magnetic loop is a great antenna. All right, so all right. Anybody else on Brett before I close down? Because I'm exhausted, guys. It's Friday night. Tomorrow I'm supposed to go up the mountain in Col de Vence with my friends, and I don't know how I'm gonna get up, and it's just I might, sometimes on Saturday morning I'll sleep until like 2 p.m. Because I walk all week. Oh, what's that noise? I don't know. That's my, I don't know. Anyway, I'm exhausted, guys, but that was a lot of fun. Thank you very much again for participating. I really enjoy these live streams, and the problem is that I can never, it's hard for me to announce them in advance, because I never know when I'm going to be up to doing one. So you just have to catch it when you can, but you can always watch it later too. So. All right, so, and Texas. All right, yeah, good night, guys. EI6DP, Jens, Dan. Thank you very much. You all have, like we say in Florida, you all have a good night. Night for me, anyway. Night for I don't know about you guys, but there's no UFO in Col de Vence. That's not what I heard. Jackie, that's not what I heard. I heard stuff. One guy showed me photos, believe it or not. It looked weird. Lights, big ones in the sky. Anyway, I never saw one, but yeah. So it is said. stone throws also, stones falling from the sky and falling on cars and stuff, following people home. It's just bizarre. I don't know. I mean, the Col de Vence is a weird place, guys. If you don't know about it, it's a paranormal activity center, but I don't believe in all that stuff. But who the hell knows, right? All right. I watched the replay. Yeah. All right. Patriot sandwich maker. You know what? I'm quite hungry also. All right, guys. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for all your support. It is again much appreciated and much needed, and I'm really glad for that. And I really enjoy chatting with you guys. You'll have a nice weekend.